All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim and her pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon all your houses. This is Brother Quanah Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp. Come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. And as you see right here, man, on the People's Voice, it says WEF declares independent media to be the biggest threat facing NWO in 2025, right? In other words, man, Edom, right, is basically declaring this truth, right, to be the biggest threat to the NWO in 2025, right? And I say that because when going all the way back to the scamdemic, right, Edom was basically, telling the people, the masses, that this icky vicky, this jab, right, is ultimately going to protect you. It's ultimately going to, protect you and your family. It's better for you than natural immunity and so on and so forth, right? And the prophets, right, the true prophets of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, right, we're ultimately telling you all the different things that were inside these jabs, these potions, right, and how Edom is a liar, right, and how he's deceiving the masses. And see, Edom didn't like that, right? Why? Because it cuts his agenda and reveals, right, again, who he truly is. He's a liar, man. He's the wicked, right? St. John, the 8th chapter, right, and the 44th verse, he's a liar and the father of it, right? Psalms, the 10th chapter, right, in his mouth is full of cursings, deceits, and fraud, right? And we were revealing those things, man. And he was labeling those things as disinformation or misinformation, right, or harmful content, and taking brothers' channels down, our videos down, channels down, and now look, right, all this information, right, that the prophets were bringing out ended up being true, right, but yet still Edom, right, is still pursuing, right, this truth to be what? Misinformation or disinformation, right? Not too long ago, you just had it to where YouTube was saying that they're going to crack down, right, on, breaking news and disinformation and misinformation and so on and so forth even more. You also had the CEO of YouTube saying that they were not going to stop censoring Americans, man. Meaning they're going to go hard, right? And especially with, nations, banning, right, such as, not Israel, but Brazil, right? They banned X, right, was formerly known as Twitter, right? Elon Musk bought them out. They banned X, right, because of, again, what they're claiming to be disinformation or misinformation. And then you just had this TikTok ban, right, which is really a precursor, right, that of what's to come. Right, to where you're not going to be able to get on these social media platforms and watch these videos, man. Right, at the push of a button, these social media sites can be taken down, which we believe that Edom, right, is going to be doing. And it can happen via, EMP, right? Where again, that, it just completely destroys the grid or some type of hacking, right? Or some, again, Esau just pressing the button, turning these social media platforms off, right? It's not too far-fetched because over there in the UK, they're saying that you have to have a digital ID, right, in order to get onto the internet, man, right? Which goes back to, Revelation, the 13th chapter, him making it, to where you have to have, and that RFID micro seal, which, is the MO to the TB in order to participate in society, man. Again, making it, if you don't have that, making it to where you're not going to be able to get on the internet, which means you're not going to be able to get this truth, man. These are the times that we're fastly approaching. And I want to read this article a little bit, and then grab a few precepts. It says the new Global Risk Report 2025 is based on insights from the Global Risk Perception Survey that take into account the opinions of 900 global leaders across business, government, academia, and civil society, WF says. It says the report reflects the unrelenting drive still present in many corners of the world and among political elites to push what they consider disinformation to the top of this agenda, right? So they're saying, again, these independent media, right? Independent media is pushing disinformation, right? Which they're considering to be the top threat within this year, 2025, which when I looked it up, right, this, independent media, it says having your own YouTube page, right, considered independent media. It says right here, yes, having your own YouTube page can be considered independent media. And see, we use YouTube, right? We use BitChute, Rumble, and so on and so forth, all the Odyssey and all these different social media platforms, right, to push this truth, right? Yahweh Shem Shai had it created, right, just for this purpose, right? Esau believes that he created it for another reason, but really the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, right, had Esau create this just for this word to be put out, man. And Esau is pissed off at the fact, man. And now he's trying to, basically demonize those who push this truth, this ministry, man. And label them as, label this truth as hate, right? And saying that we're committing hate crimes, calling us terrorist, and you can put that together, man, right? Calling us all different types of things, man, because we're not, following Esau Edom's narrative that he's trying to push, which is nothing but lies, man, nothing but, bullshit. If anything, everything that he's pushing is disinformation and lies, man. But see, Esau's trying to establish an NWO, right, on lies, on wickedness, on evil. And he can't do that with the truth coming out, right? It says also the WEF paper talks about armed conflict, environment, and disinformation as top threats this year. And that, as author note, that their point of view leaves economic risk as having less immediate prominence. Meanwhile, disinformation is ranked higher as a threat, and that has happened 2 years in a row. This reads like another instance of taking an alarmist approach to disinformation, which then comes in handy when pushing all sorts of controversial policies affecting online speech, security, and technology development. And see, Esau pushing this narrative, right, allows for him to establish certain laws, man, right, or certain policies when dealing with, information that's coming out that he, again, claims to be disinformation or misinformation, right? Which goes back to, Daniel's 8:25, right? Through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper, right? Setting up these different laws, right? Allowing him to take away free speech, allowing him to basically go backtrack on all, what Esau's, quote unquote, founding fathers have established, and getting the people to agree with that, right? Esau is very fucking subtle, man, right? Very crafty. Reading the next, couple paragraphs. This is WEF report elevates disinformation to a persistent threat to societal cohesion and governance by eroding trust, right? Because the information that's coming out is going against what the government's pushing, man. And see, this information is proving to be true, right? Again, just going back to the scamdemic, right? The government's saying, hey, like Fauci and whatnot, they're saying, hey, you taking this icky vicky, you taking this jab, it'll give you, a better immunity than natural immunity, or it'll protect you and your family members and so on and so forth. But see, all that information is coming out that shit wasn't true, right? Therefore causing distrust between the people and the government, which they can't have, right? Esau can't have that, right? In order to establish his NWO, he needs the people, right? Esau wants to take the path of least resistance, right? He wants the people just to go along, get along, man. right? But see, this truth coming out, it's not allowing for that, right? Which is a really disrupting Esau Edom's plans, man. You know, which good. Hey, call lawyer. How about Shemel Shai? Fuck you and your plans, man. You fucking devil, right? It says, and even exacerbating division within and between nations and complicating ways to cooperate on ending international crisis. That's right, because he's being revealed on who he is, right? Jeremiah 49:10, right? This damn devil being revealed that he is the wicked, man. He's the one that's causing all these different problems. Slucky, right? He's the one that's causing all these different problems in the earth, man. You know? Therefore, making it to where these different nations are like, nah, we don't want to be in business with these guys, man. Right? Like Saudi Arabia, they were in a 50-year deal, having to use the dollar, right? As far as, their trade when it comes to oil and whatnot. Once that deal ended, they said, hell no, we don't want nothing to do with this guy, man. We don't want nothing to do with America. Excuse me. It says, and when AI is thrown into the mix in its adverse form, disinformation underpins rising geopolitical tensions. It says, the way the report frames the issue of disinformation, that seems to be the only thing standing in the way of world peace, right? So therefore, this is the top threat. Independent media, right, is the top threat of 2025 when dealing with Esau Edom's, NWO, man. Which means, again, Esau is going to be, expect Esau Edom to be coming down harder on these different platforms, man. Right? YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, X, TikTok, right? Even though they just put it back on, right? Even TikTok, and again, every Instagram, all the different social media platforms, we can expect Esau Edom to go harder, right? When it comes to disinformation or misinformation or hateful content or harmful content, And that's all I want to read on this article. I do want to grab this precept right here in Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shad, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shad. You're not going to be able to get this wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. You see what happened when TikTok went down. These people were flipping the fuck out, man. These people are flipping the fuck out. What do you think is going to happen when they do that to all social media platforms, man? And these people are not going to know what to do. But see, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shai, we're preparing for this, right? We're preparing for that shutdown, the internet shutdown, or being, excommunicated from society because we speak a different narrative than the government, right, wants us to push, right? We're completely prepared, right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shai. We're ready for that, man. Why? Because it's prophecy. It's going to happen either, whether we like it or not, but we want this to take place, man. We want Esau to hurry up with this agenda, right? So it's in a sense, it's a good thing that he sees this truth as a threat, because that means he's going to go harder, right, in order to stop it. But see, you can't stop this truth from coming out, right? As the scriptures say, you can do nothing against the truth before the truth, man, right? Him coming harder is really just, again, building towards this prophecy we're reading right now, that famine of the word, right? Verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shai, and shall not find it. You're not going to find it, man, right? Because as Esau continues to, label this truth as a threat, and starts to, censor these different platforms more and more, you're going to start to see that the men of the Lord, right, on these social media platforms are not appearing as much. You're not going to be able to catch these videos as much because Esau is coming down harder and harder and harder until the point where, he just shuts it down all the way around. Right. And again, that could, as I mentioned earlier, that could be via EMP strike, right? A false flag event, right? A hacking or something like that, man. We don't know. Again, we know in part, we prophesy in part, right? These are prophecies that have not happened yet, right? But are going to happen. So therefore, we can only say so much about them, right? Again, we don't know everything and how it's going to look, right? But we believe, right, that it can happen, various different ways, man, But nonetheless, it will happen. It is coming, right? And you got to get prepared, right? And how do you do that? Getting into the scriptures, man. right? Watching the different videos, watching the prophets, taking notes, studying, looking up words, getting into the scriptures. That's how you can be prepared, right? Getting built up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shah, because when all hell breaks loose, and you're going to be asked out without this word, man, right? You're going to be asked out. And that's why it says they shall wander from sea to sea. Because if you don't have it, you're going to be like, whoa, where were the prophets? Where were the prophets? Oh, I know. I remember they were over here on this corner. Let's go to the corner. And they're not going to be there. Why? Because once this, famine of the word takes hold, guess what, man? And that's going to be it. You're not going to see the prophets out there on the highways and byways anymore, man. Right? Because that's going to be what? Jacob's trouble is going to take hold as well. Which we believe, if the famine of the word, Jacob's trouble, right, they're going to happen, simultaneously, man. Could happen, just before or at the same time, right, as Jacob's trouble. But nonetheless, right, they're going to happen around the same time, man. So you got to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now before it's too late, right? Otherwise, you're going to be left out, man, and you're not, you're going to be asked out in all these different, judgments that Yahweh Shem El Shai has prepared, right, for those that don't want to get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and you're going to be given over unto them, man. And that's what you don't want, right? This is why it says in Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Shem El Shai is his treasure. That's right, man. Right? So you got to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding before it's too late. Right? You got to be into the scriptures. Scriptures talk about in Revelations chapter 1 and verse 3, it says, at the top, it says, blessed is he that readeth. Right? Scriptures also say that seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Right? You got to be in the scriptures, man, as much as possible. Right? As much as possible. Sometimes you might only be able to get one chapter in. You might only be able to get one, hour-long video in, or maybe a couple 20-minute or 15-minute videos in. And you got to do your best, man. Especially the times that we're in. And anything, Trump's in office now, man. Anything can pop off at any moment in this time, man. Talking about mass deportations, right? Taking away natural birthrights. Natural citizen birth, I know I'm saying that wrong, man. Natural birth citizens and whatnot, meaning that Esau is going to come down having great wrath, and he's going to, basically hem up those who are a menace to society or a hindrance to society, right? From the migrants all the way up into, us, right? Those that are using these social media platforms to, again, push a narrative contrary to Esau Edom's. That persecution is around the corner, man, right? Because we speak this truth, because we speak this, we preach Yahweh Shai, this gospel, persecution is going to arise from that, because Esau Edom can't have this truth continue to come out. If he's not able to get rid of the and censor fully these social media platforms, what do you think the next step is, man? To take them out, get rid of them, get rid of them. And I'll finish this. I'll grab a precept. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Right, we're right around the corner, right, of, the famine of the word, of persecution, right, which again is prophesied to take place, right? This is St. Luke chapter 12 and verse, where's that? Oh, suck it. St. Luke chapter 21 and verse 12. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. This is what's coming down the pipeline, because we preach this word, right? We preach Yahweh Shem El Shai, right? Which us doing so who the wicked is, right? Who our enemy is and what his agenda is. Esau can't have that. That's why it says a dreadful sound is in his ears. It's like nails on a chalkboard to this devil, man. And it's making him, wig out. This is why he's coming. He's speeding things up, man. You know, he's speeding shit up, man. Soon, hey, man, we're in the time where, hey, Jacob's trouble is about to pop off, man. You know, this is why, again, you have to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding before it's too late. You know. And a couple more precepts and we'll close out. This is Isaiah, my favorite precepts, man. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6 and 7. It says, Seek ye Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua where he may be found. Call ye upon him while he's near. And you can still find the prophets, the true prophets, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, on down right to the elder bishops, elders, and Akim, pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity today. Just type in GMS and then the chapter, or book, chapter, break, and then the word breakdown, and most likely you'll find, right, the breakdown of whatever it is, right, you're trying to find, right, and get these proper breakdowns, get the proper understanding, right. Just type in Great Millstone or GMS, and you'll have a whole bunch of videos popping up, man. A whole bunch of videos popping up, a whole bunch of channels popping up. You click one, right, and get built up, get built up through the spirit, man. So you can still get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now, man. But see, again, we understand that Esau is considering this truth, this knowledge, this ministry a threat, right? And what is he trying to do? He's going to try to get rid of all threats, right? Which means we ain't got too much time longer, right? Verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. That's right, man. We need that mercy, right? But you're not going to get it just being, just scrolling past videos, not reading, not doing what you need to do. You're only going to receive that mercy, right? Because the scriptures say the Lord only, loveth them that dwell with wisdom, right? And when you love something, you show it mercy, right? Let's say you have a dog. A dog might have tore up, one of your favorite shoes or something like that. You love your dog, man. You ain't just gonna go out and fucking kill your dog. No, man. You're gonna show your dog mercy. You discipline your dog, and at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. You're gonna show forth mercy unto your dog. That's your dog, man. It might not have been the best analogy, but nonetheless, right, that mercy is gonna come in, man. Versus some random ass dog that that ain't been by your side, that ain't been fighting for you, that ain't been showing forth loyalty, right, to you. Right? Hey, that dog is going to be, hey, man, you're going to get rid of that mug, man. You're going to get rid of it. So you got to, hey, again, you got to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, right before it's too late. Right? And we'll close out with this. It's Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, and make no tarrying, right? Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. Right? Don't be waiting till the last minute, right? Hey, but we're in the last seconds of the last days, man. Tomorrow could be tomorrow could be it. Next week could be it. Right? We're just waiting on what? That chaos to spring forth, man. These are the times that we're in, man. We ain't got too much longer, man. Right? Call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, but we ain't got too much longer. Right? It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So when you think you good, when you think you straight, right? Oh no, I'll do it tomorrow, man. Hey, don't worry about me, man. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna finish this Black and Mild, man, and I'll go ahead and I'll watch a couple videos, man. I'll sit down and read a chapter. Man, don't be on that shit, man. That slothful bullshit, man. Right? That procrastination bullshit. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua ain't dealing with that, man. Get it now. Get it now. NOW before it's too late. There's a quick little, warning through the spirit, man. Hey, Esau about to crack down, man. Get it while you can, man. Get it while it's hot. So with that, Lord wills, that define, Lord will, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles, as the bishops of the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.